working with me. This is only for me. How soon will you see money? So first I need at least 4 to 6 weeks working with you to get the course or the digital product up and running. Okay, so that's the thing. We got to figure out what is this going to be, and I'm going to take you through a process. It's going to take us about 4 to 6 weeks to get this thing going. What I've added now is that I actually will build the course out for you. So my team, once we have all your content, we're going to take your content and build the course out. That gets us up and running, because I was finding that a lot of people were getting friction there. They didn't want to build the course out because they're not tech savvy. So let me shorten your time there. So 4 to 6 weeks. But this is if you are willing to take an hour or 2 a day to work on your digital product. Now, I understand some of you guys have kids. Some of you guys have jobs. Some of you guys have, you're taking care of your parents. I take all of that into consideration. Full transparency here. I do not want you to think that once you work with me, things are just going to miraculously, magically happen without you doing any work. You guys, you're going to have to put some work in. I want to make sure that part is clear. You will have to do some work. I'll be doing some work with you. We'll be working together. But I do need you to be, I don't want to be that person who makes you think this is just going to happen out of the sky or it's going to happen in 5 days. After we create the course, we need to then market it, okay? So we still need some time to do that. When I say market it, there's different ways to market. We can do like, say my content said, you could do a challenge, or we could do a webinar, or we can start a Facebook group where you become the guru and we start bringing people in there and you start talking to them. We got to figure out, and this is for you and I, we will sit down when you're working with me. I sit down with you, and what do? We create a marketing plan together that's going to work. It's based on your bandwidth, meaning how much time can you commit to this and what are you comfortable with? A lot of people are like, Angelic, I don't want to go live. Okay, then we're not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to come up with some really nice things in Canva, and you should talk to Slay My Content and have her help you come up with your static post. Some of you guys are like, hey, Angelique, I would love to do a challenge like Slay My Content. Cool, then we're going to put together a challenge. Some of you guys are like, hey, I don't want to do something for 3 to 5 days. Cool, then we're going to do what? We're going to put together a webinar, but we got to come together based on what you're comfortable with and how much time you have. Some people have absolutely no time. Then I got to figure out, okay, then we're going to have somebody else. We're going to have to, what? We are going to have to find somebody else to do that for you. If you have no time, that's okay. Then we have to have some money. Just to recap, I need 4 to 6 weeks to create the course, okay? Meaning you and I working together weekly. I work with my clients weekly, twice a week for the most part, to get this thing done. Then we'll build out the course for you. So then that's another maybe week or 2. So now altogether we're about 6 to 8 weeks. So that took us 2 months. Now, we actually got a product. We start marketing. Now, what can you expect? This is really what you guys want to know. Now, once we execute and we actually put it out there, because a lot of people, they create the course and then they never do any marketing. I'm here to help you. My clients, I help them market. Use me. I want to help you market, okay? So the bottom line is do not, and I want to be very clear with you, there's no reason to create a course and let it just sit there. Some of you guys might say, well, Angelique, I don't care about making money. Well, then but you do care about creating an impact or a legacy. You want to help people. In order for you to help people, they have to know that you exist. The reason that some people's stuff is not selling, people simply just don't know you exist. If they knew you existed and you help with content and copy and help people lose weight and help people start food trucks and help people get increase their fertility and help people with diversity, equity, and inclusion, if they knew you existed, they would work with you. In order for people to find out that they can work with you, you got to promote it. You got to market it. I am here to help you with that. So again, 4 to 6 weeks to create the content, a week or 2 to build it out. Now we start marketing. In that time, do you guys know, like my client who did a sales course, in 3 weeks, he got his first sale. It doesn't have to take that long, but everybody's different. My other client, she did a Facebook group, and she brought people in, took her about a month, and then she had a 10K launch with her course. You guys, these are the types of results you can definitely get. If you market and you let people know, they will buy, okay? So my other client, he's been on here with me, Emmanuel. We did a challenge for him, and in 3 days, so by the 4th day, he had, or maybe the 5th or 6th day, he already had 2 people pay him, and that was $6,600. That money is going to recur for him. That is going to be like a $70,000 payout for him. So how long does it take? It can be as few as 3 weeks, or it can be as long as it could take you 3 months. I don't know, because I don't know your work ethic. Like Slay My Content said, it took her just a little bit of time. She got up and running quickly because she was willing to put in the work. If you are willing to put in the work, it will work if you have somebody guiding you. Or if you don't have time, if you're like, hey, Angelique, I don't have time, then you just need to spend some money to have somebody assist you. And maybe somebody who is a VA can help you out, or maybe a marketing team. But you guys, this is how much time it takes. It can take as little as 2 to 3 weeks. I'll be honest with you guys, when I got started, it took forever for me to make my first sale. And that's just me being just flat out, it's not the most, pretty thing. It took a long time for me to get my first sale. Matter of fact, I think some of you guys know, I only made in my first year in business in 2019, I think I made like $47. Only one person bought this small little, what do you call it? Not a freebie, but a magnet, a lead magnet. I only had one. I had nobody to train me. I was doing it kind of by myself. And what did I have to do? I had to spend money to get coaches, more than one coach. And I had to buy a lot of courses to figure out. Oh, you're welcome. That's full disclosure. I had to spend a lot of money on coaches, consultants, and courses in order to figure out how to market. But baby, I now know how to market courses. I've fully gotten out of not making, I make much more than $47 now, thank God. But it took me spending a lot of grit and grind to get where I am right now. But the greatest thing for you is that you don't have to spend the hundreds of thousands. I spent a lot of money to figure out how to market. You guys know how to do that. Use me, work with me, and I'll show you how to market for a small nominal fee. It's not that expensive. And for that, if you're like my client Amy, we did a pre-sale, and by the time we put the course out, we didn't even finish the course. She made her whole investment back that she made when, baby, yes, she made her whole investment back before we even had the course out there. So how long does it take to start making money? Again, I don't have the exact answer that you might want, that's a science, like, oh, it's going to take this amount of months. No. But what I can say is if you put the marketing out there and you let people know and you figure out what their pain points are and you show them that you can help them with their pain point, people will buy, and they will buy quickly. So again, if you want results like some of my clients who have been able to get launched and had 10K launches, my other client, she and I did a live. She has a real estate course. She and I did a live, and she got 5 sales. You guys, 5 sales. She did one live. And based on the pain point, she was helping people, first-time home buyers, figure out how to get qualified and lease to own. Man, you guys, it didn't take long. We did one. She and I did a live together. She got 5 sales immediately. Another one of my clients, she has a time management course. She did a live, and she got, I think, 6 sales from the beginning. So it does, yes. So it doesn't have to take long. But even if it does take a month or 2, so what? Once we figure out how to make this thing work, all we do is rinse and repeat. It might take a little bit of time. It might take a month or 2, or maybe 3 like it has with some of my clients. But once we figure out what works, the money is coming in consistently. Okay? And then now you can pay a virtual assistant to do your marketing for you, or you can pay a marketing agency to do your stuff for you. That's how it works.